Hi, good morning, Mr. Johnson. Hi,
Morning.
I'm Dick Euler,
Hi.
business manager here at Gunther Volvo. How are you today?
Great.
Fantastic. May I join you?
Sure.
Great. So you know, I have a few responsibilities here at the dealership. First is to review the documentation and your paperwork. The secondly is to assist in the funding for your new vehicle. And the third is to, most importantly, get you on your way as quickly as possible. So I'm sure you'd like to know that.
Absolutely.
Great. So I have a few questions for you. First of all, for the titling, I have your last name is Johnson, Johnsson. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Fantastic. And I have you at 153 Main Ave, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yep.
Okay. I see you're purchasing a black 2022 Kia Sorento today.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 12 miles on it. Generally, when you do buy a car, how long do you own it for?
It's about 5 years.
5 years. How many miles a year do you drive?
The usual 15.
15,000 miles. And I also see you have a payoff. It's a 2018 Toyota Camry. It has a payoff of $9,597.
That is correct.
Did you supply that payoff to the salesman, or did he call the bank and get that
We both did together.
together?
Yeah.
Was that a 10-day payoff
Yeah.
that you got?
We call it the credit union.
All right. When you owned that car, how did you have your maintenance taken care of?
Jeffy Lube usually is where I go.
Okay, a lot of folks do that. Let me ask you a question. If there was a cost-effective way to have that maintenance done here at the dealership with certified technicians, is that something that would interest you?
Yeah, I consider it. Yeah.
Fantastic. I also see your insurance is here with Allstate. Is your Allstate policy current?
It is. That is.
And is it comprehensive?
A full coverage I have on there.
Full
yes.
coverage? What's your deductible?
$500.
500. All right. Finally, these are the figures associated with your purchase, and I see you're putting $3,000 down,
Yep.
and you have an unpaid balance of this amount.
That's correct.
Great. So I have a couple questions about your credit now, and I just want to know, are you comfortable discussing it here, or would you prefer to work in the privacy of my office?
I'm good here. I'm good.
All right. Did you fill out this credit application, or did your salesman?
We did. With the iPad, we both did.
Good. All right. I see you work at the Pinnacle Corporation.
That's correct.
You're a maintenance tech, and you've been there a little over 6 years.
Yes, sir.
Shows here you have an annual income of $52,500.
Yep.
Is that before or after taxes?
It's before tax.
All right. And do you have any additional income?
I don't. No.
All right. I want to discuss your credit, but before I do, I want to ask you, how do you see your credit? Do you see it as good, bad, somewhere in between?
Somewhat in between.
Or was that?
I had an accident a few months ago, and I was out of work, so kind of bills start piling up, and I was a little behind.
All right. Have you been able to take care of them?
Yeah, I'm up to date on them now.
Great. Because I can see there's a couple collections and a few delinquencies with
yeah.
your automobile.
It's all taken care of now.
And you have the documentation if the banks require that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Okay.
I think I have the information I need to get started, so if you can give me about 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be back and we can wrap up the paperwork.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'll be back. Thank you.
All right.
Yep. Mr. Johnson, hi. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I see that you've been qualified for a payment of $488.52.
That's correct.
And I want you to know you can take delivery of your vehicle today at that payment with approved credit. Now, based on our previous discussions, you have several options available to you that I'd like to present to you. May I begin?
Sure.
Great. Now, first of all, we have figures here that we've discussed and the APR.
Okay.
Do those look correct to you?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, as I recall, you had told me that you drive about 15,000 miles a year.
That's correct.
And you keep your cars on average about 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? So the preferred plan that I'm going to outline to you falls right into your driving habits. The vehicle protection plan, the Platinum Protection Plan, covers you for 5 years and 75,000 miles. And it pays for any parts and labor for coverage repairs with $0 deductible.
Okay.
And you also mentioned that maintenance is important to you.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? So the Car Care Service Plan is a 36-month, $35,000 mile plan that covers you for 5,000 mile intervals of service and gives you lube oil and filter, tire rotation, and a 15-point inspection at each visit.
Okay.
So it's quite thorough, comprehensive. Then we also have the total loss protection, or GAP's guaranteed asset protection. What that does is, in case of an accident, a total loss, or theft, it covers the entire balance and the difference between what the insurance company gives you and what you're owed with the finance company. So it assures you you're not going to be on the hook
All right.
for any type of payments.
Appreciate it. Thank
And
you.
you also mentioned that you have a $500 deductible.
That is correct.
This will also take care and waive your deductible up to $1,000, so you'll be covered there
Okay.
too. This plan also has road hazard, tire and wheel protection. That's for the term of your loan,
Okay.
unlimited miles, unlimited number of events. And what that does is it pays for new tires, new wheel in case of accidental damage or road hazard, curbing of your tire, and those kind of activities. So you'll be fully covered. And then finally, it has paintless dent repair, ding shield. What that does is it protects your car's exterior, keeps it looking like new. And what it does is it will remove dings and dents up to the size of a credit card with no need for paint, sanding, or bonding.
Okay.
Do you understand
Yeah.
this coverage?
Yeah.
Great.
Appreciate it.
So these are your payment options here.
Okay.
All right? I just want you to know that we recommend that you read the contracts so that you understand the benefits, the coverage, and any exclusions that might exist.
Okay.
Now, there's 3 other options here. The first is the value option. The value option, if you choose the value option, okay, you're going to have all the coverage of the preferred plan, but you are forfeiting the ding shield.
Okay.
So understand, if you have any little dings, dents, minor mars on your car,
Yeah.
less than a credit card, you're going to be responsible to have those taken care of on your
Okay.
own. Those are your payment options.
Okay.
Now, if you move to the basic plan, if you choose the basic plan, it's going to have the same coverage as the value plan, but you are going to be forfeiting the road hazard coverage
Okay.
for tire and wheel. That means if you damage your wheel, your tire, you need a new tire, you're going to be responsible for that cost, and you won't have the coverage. With that basic plan, that's going to be your payment.
All right.
All right? And finally, the economy plan. The economy plan, by choosing that plan, you're going to have all the coverage of the basic plan, but you will be forfeiting GAP. What that means is if you have a total loss due to an accident or theft, you're going to be responsible for that difference between what the insurance pays out and what's owed to the bank.
Okay.
All right? And that's the payment covered there. Do you have any questions about these 4 options that I've outlined for you?
I'm good.
Great. What I'd like to do is, of these 4, can you tell me which you prefer?
I think I'm gonna go because of the payment on the one over here with the basic package.
The basic plan. That's a good, strong package. If you could just circle there and sign, I can get the rest of the paperwork taken care of. Thank you, sir.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank
Okay.
you.